Okay. Happy Thursday! Welcome to tonight's team Zoom. And I am so excited because we're going over all the things. We are about halfway through March. I can't believe it. But we're getting longer days, which is awesome. But we're also doing our first book study of the year, which I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've done one. And it's okay. Like, seriously, if you guys have not read the book, it's okay. I don't want you to feel like, oh, don't call on me. It's okay. If you haven't read it, go get the book. It's really good. I'm a nerd, and we are reading The Slight Edge, and it is probably a little dry if you're used to reading, spicy books. And that's okay because I love me a spicy book, but I do like me a boring business book as well. Balance. So, The Slight Edge, I'm all about mindset. If it were up to me, honestly, I'm the boring business reader, and I love to learn because it intrigues me. And I actually was never like this until Plexus. But we're going to talk about it tonight and go over a few things. So, look at our team go. Look at all you people. I love it. Doing laundry, got the babies. Oh my God, we're like the pilgrims. I love it. Okay. All right. All right. Team hangout. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about the chapters 1 through 3, The Slight Edge. Again, if you didn't read it, it's totally fine. It's just discussion. We're not shaming you, but seriously, read it. It's really good. We're going to talk about simple systems and go over a few things for March as well. So, first, shout out. If I missed any of this, if I got any of this wrong, I'm really sorry. I literally just did this not because I didn't care, but because literally I've been busy all day. I made like tallow. I did all sorts of things today. So, and I'm feeling better. Drank a bunch of water. So, shout out to Carrie Boone. I know she's not feeling good, but she's on here. Shout out. I know she went home from work. She's not feeling good. She got the stomach bug. So, yay, Carrie. Good job. Shout out to my husband, aka me, for helping one. Natasha, Angela, she helped her first one. Go, Angela. Go, Jenna. She helped her first one. She's got some people getting on some calls tonight as well. Go Kelsey Barnett. She helped one already this month. Go Danielle and Izzy. Great job, everyone. I see somebody. Yay. Okay, good. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. And then we have Jeremy, who has helped too. He's one friend away from going silver. And Jessica Pasivo. Yay, she's growing. And Caitlin Ellingsworth, who has helped 3 people already. And she's in the making of literally 3 silvers right now as well. So kudos to you. Oh my gosh. We are not even halfway through the month, but almost there. And you guys are seriously killing it. Points are up. I love the excitement. I love the momentum. You guys are doing amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. All right. So a few things, house cleaning real quick, is things that are always scheduled every single Monday night. Okay. Corporate puts on an opportunity call at 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you did not know that, now you do. So if you have somebody who's like, you know what, I'm kind of curious how people are making money with Plexus or how the heck you are making money, whatever, here you go, plug them in. You do not have to be the expert. And then the same thing applies for Thursday nights at 9 p.m. for our products. If somebody wants to learn and you're like, I don't know, I'm just using Plexus and I'm not a sciencey person. I just know that I really like them and you want them to learn and maybe they're a green personality and they want to know all the ingredients and stuff, plug them into that event. You do not have to be the expert. We have a buku amount of resources where we do not have to know all the things. And then of course, we have our Thursday night Zoom calls with our team every Thursday at 7:30. Sometimes that changes with the time change, just so you know, but and also baseball schedules. But for now, it's at 7:30. Oh gosh, we have a problem. Okay. Okay. Also important stuff. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is the last day for free shipping for new VIPs. So tomorrow is also Friday, which is follow up Friday. So make sure you go follow up with all your people and let them know you're about to miss out on free shipping for new VIPs. Okay. March into Wellness Challenge that Danielle is doing. It is going to be on the 17th through the 30th. It's going to be in the Health and Happiness Lounge. And then also do not forget about convention in Dallas, which is in June. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute. So Danielle, can you explain the March into Wellness Challenge really quick?
I'd be happy to. So we're going to concentrate on daily habits. So when they start their triplex, they probably aren't in healthy habits. So we're going to help them. So drinking their water, make sure they're getting sleep, some sort of movement. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's like just go for a walk real quick. Nutrition, and we're going to talk about, of course, supplements. We're going to talk about triplex and the reset. We're going to talk about sugar detox, stress management, inflammation, what it does in our bodies, blood sugar balance, because triplex is a saint for that, liver detox, because that comes from the restore and the reset, and then mindful eating, because a lot of us mindlessly eat or stress eat. So we're going to talk about little habits. After in the second week, we're going to dive more deeper into that sugar detox and the inflammation and the mindful eating. So the first week is going to be more about the main daily habits that we need to work on and triplex.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. That is perfect. And it goes so good with our book. Consistency and little habits and little tiny things that add up to big values. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Danielle. So make sure you guys' notifications are on. And also, see y'all tomorrow at coffee. If you did not know, we have coffee every Friday at Village and Venue. I literally told somebody, she was like, so if I sign up for Plexus, I can just come hang out with you guys on Fridays. And I was like, yeah, duh. I mean, like, you don't have to hang out, or like, you don't have to sign up with Plexus to like come hang out with us, but like, you're gonna be happier. And she's like, okay. So tell everybody, put it in your stories, put it in your posts. So it's so much fun. We have a good time. Bring the kids. Taylor's amazing. Make sure you take care of her. The food is amazing, very affordable as well. So, and if you're not in Delaware, sorry, Izzy, sorry, Danielle, sorry. If you guys aren't close to Milford, do it around you. Like it just started with us literally having a meeting one day after school drop off. And now it's turned into like business owners reaching out to us. So start it. Just start. Just go by yourself. Who cares? Like literally there was one time it was me and Ashley. Just go. Just do it. It just starts with one day, one choice, and just doing it. Okay. Review of March. If you don't know these things, please unmute yourself and ask the questions. If you do not know, for the month of March, when you help 6 level 1 VIPs with a 100 PV order. Example could be triplex. If you help 6 new people in the month of March, level 1s, meaning you personally recruit them with an order of triplex or more, you can earn a free iPad, a free Apple Watch, or a free red therapy mask thing, whatever that. I don't even know what it is, but I want one. And or you could help 3 level 1s and create a level 1 silver and also get these options. And you can do it twice. So that's awesome because normally we can only do it one time. So this year they're like, just kidding. Let it rain, all the iPads. All right. Does anybody have questions about that? Okay. All right. So review. What you want to do is you want to have a plan in place, who, the what, the how. Okay. Make a list of people, follow up and reach out to them. One intentional conversation every single day. It really adds up. Be authentic. Don't be salesy. We're not car salesmen. So what you don't want to do is we go and recruit all these people that never order again, because that is not organic growth. That is salesy. That is transactional. That is just no fun, honestly. And it's going to do a whole lot of crap to your mindset. And don't just show up for an incentive or a shiny thing. Like literally do not be that person that's like, oh, I'm going to work my business because I want an iPad this month. People know it. People see it. People don't like it. I don't like it. And then grow your business by 100 points and then fall back the next month. That sucks, just so you know. Like, don't recommend it. Don't do it. So don't just show up for the shiny things. Show up intentionally. I love this topic. I'm so excited. This is why I love this book. So excited. I love consistency. Okay, chapter 1. So who read the book? Seriously, I'm not shaming you if you did not. I don't care. Yay. Okay, good. If you didn't, that's totally fine. I get it. All right. So if you read The Slight Edge, which I have the hardcover, so I was like, why do people have the white cover? and mine's the hardcover, so you couldn't tell unless I did this with the cover. Yeah, I see Danielle's. So the first chapter pretty much is summed up. These chapters are really simple, and they're like in stories, which I love. So the first chapter is basically the author describing himself as the same person, but the first version is like he was a beach bum, he like didn't do anything with his life, and then he eventually became very successful straight A student in college. He became a corporate manager and an entrepreneur. And he basically was like, I was a beach bum, but I was also this person. So what was the difference? What was it that I was doing that made me successful? Have we all been there, like at some point where we felt like, oh my gosh, back in the day I was like this, but now I'm like this. And what was I doing? Maybe you were successful on a diet and now you're like looking back and you're like, what was I doing then? Why was I more fit then? All the things. So he goes on and basically says the same activities that take us from failure to survival would also rescue me from survival to success if I would just keep doing them, right? Isn't that crazy that sometimes we know what we need to do and then we finally are like, oh my gosh, if I start doing the things, I start seeing the results, right? And isn't it funny that sometimes we get to a point where like, oh gosh, I'm getting back to my old habits. I'm doing the things where I went, I wasn't successful. But then we start doing the things that we know we need to do and we're like, oh, success. Yay. So this is the diagram that he puts in the book that says, we know where we're comfortable. Here's pretty much where we're comfortable at. And when we know we need to fix things and be successful again, we do the things that we need to do. But we know when we're not doing them, we start failing, right? Does anybody have any comments, anything they want to take on that? Add, take, you know. We've fallen into a pattern of self-sabotage because for some reason we don't feel we deserve success. Ooh, 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 guilty. Yes, so true. We definitely, I mean, we're moms. We all feel that way. Yes, ouch, for sure. We all definitely feel that. And I will tell you that honestly, I feel what has helped me through that is just action and mindset and continuing to listen to successful people. And yeah, is there anything else that helps you guys get through that?
I think the other one was it means you already know how to do everything it takes to make you an outrageous success.
Yep.
That's how you survived up to this point.
Mhm.
And if you can survive, then you can succeed.
Amen.
That
It's
was the
true.
good one.
So basically, what I want you guys to think of is what are some things that in your business you can unmute, you can put it in the chat, whatever, but we know the things that we need to do. Like we know where our comfort zone is, right? But sometimes we forget, oh, I hit a rank. I did something really good. So I'm going to take next month off. And then 3 months go by and you're like, oh, I don't know why my points dropped 75 points. I don't know why my points are cut in half, or I'm not sure why I'm not getting new customers. It's because we're not doing the things. Right, you're not doing your daily IPAs. If you don't know what IPA is, it's income producing activities. It's the things that you have to do every day to move your business forward. Hopping on Zooms. I will say this until I'm blue in the face, and I tell people all the time that as soon as you remove yourself from groups, you don't participate in Zooms, you do not go to convention, you do not involve yourself, like you don't have to be asked to be involved in anything. You should show up. Nobody's asking me to put on Zooms every week. Nobody's asking me to put these together for you guys every week. I'm doing it because I want to, and I'm doing it because it's prioritized. And I mean, you don't have to be invited if you want to work your business. It's your priority to show up and do the things that you want to do, that you know you need to do to be successful. So do the things. It's really easy to fall back when life happens. We discuss this all the time. Life happens. Life, marriage, babies, people die, funerals, like all the things happen, but we have a choice to either keep going down the success or keep going up the success line or go down the failure line. Does anybody have anything to add to that? Questions? No? Okay. All right.
I think, oh,
Good.
sorry.
No, go.
I was gonna say, I think it, like, obviously it's important to sit with those things in life, but you can't allow that to like consume you to a point where you do get down that failure line, because it's so much harder to pick back up. Like, it's so much harder to roll a boulder up a hill than it is to push it down. So like,
Amen.
it's very easy to push it down, but that work to get back up is like, sit with it, sit with what you're dealing with, but also remember, like, you have a business that you're working, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so true. Life happens, but we have to move on. Just like I tell people all the time, like, you don't just hit a rank and then you stop going, like, you don't show up anymore. You just like if you go to work and you get a promotion, you're still expected to go to work, right? You still have to clock in. The same thing applies here. Just because you hit a goal, celebrate it, but keep going. Keep going. It's so fun. Okay. So that's the only reason our lives follow that roller coaster. It's that simple. As soon as we get away from failure and up past that line of survival, we quit doing the things that got us there, right? We get there and we're like, yay, we made it. Just kidding. Which means you already know, which Danielle said, how to do everything it takes to make you an outrageous success. It's true. We know the things that we have to do. And if you don't know yet, that means you're learning, and please continue to learn. But it's not hard here, I promise. And we teach this every single week, I feel like. The things that take you out of failure and up to survival and success are simple. I love this concept. I feel like everything you guys have been learning literally since, I don't even know, like October, it has been focused on simple systems. I feel like we're coming together and it's just, it's just, angel singers singing. Okay. And they're not big sweeping things that take huge effect. Mostly they're the little things that no one notices and so simple to do. Y'all, what seriously, think about the simple little things. What are the things that you feel like don't add up, but they're so small that you're like, I think it's doing something in my business. Seriously.
Posting.
I have somebody that you're asking, like, what are some things that we do, right? So you
Yep.
asked.
Yep.
Okay. I have one example. This girl has been, I can tell that she's been like watching my success and like watching my product use. She's been following me.
Mhm.
And she, every once in a while, she'll like my post on Facebook. And I have sent her 3 messages now with no response at all. But I've said, thanks for showing love on my posts, with just a little, like, one of those.
Mhm.
And I did that 3 times. She never responded. And then on Instagram, she was also liking my stuff. And today she was like, there's no way that your products did that. I said, I swear that's all it is. And she like just like vomited at the mouth with like, she needs a better lifestyle. She needs more health, more happiness. Like, she wants to lose weight. She wants to get her body back because she just had a baby. Like, all the things. And I would have never, had I not planted those small seeds, I don't know if she would have even seen my Instagram stories or my Facebook stories, simply for algorithm purposes, but also just like, she wouldn't care to look. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
absolutely. And those tiny little messages that took you probably 10 seconds to send added up to that big victory. And who knows? She could be your next big leader. And Danielle says, she says posting, they don't always see every post. So freaking true. It, like I said the other day, like, you might think people know and they assume that because you're saying these things 10,000 times in a week that they know. No, they don't. People still come to me and ask me what Plexus is. And I've been here almost 11 years. People do secretly watch us too. Just keep showing up. It's so true. Say it over and over. It's so true. Okay. So look at the simple daily disciplines. And I loved that he he put these in the book. And he says a few dollars out of your paycheck. Y'all know I'm big on this. You know I'm big on investing and saving. I'm huge on it. A few dollars a day. It literally, you know what irks me is watching people. Did you know that Christmas comes the same time every year? I know it's a shock. I know we are all surprised. Listen, December 25th, it comes. I'm surprised. I know. I'm shocked, but it comes no matter what. No matter what life brings you, what it takes, what it doesn't, but it comes. And if you plan like $50 every paycheck, you know that adds up to like $1,200 a year. Did you know that? It doesn't have to be a big chunk at once in December, but it can be $50 every 2 weeks. That's $25 every week. I know people are spending that on nails and cigarettes and vape and everything else, but a little bit goes a long way and it adds up. Just 30 minutes of exercise. You don't have to go and run 10 miles 1 week. No, if you do 30 minutes, go walk 15 minutes and go move your butt for the other 15 minutes. And it adds up to big victories over time. But I think most people just don't understand the concept of small things over time. It compounds. And reading 10 pages out of a book, you don't have to go and read the whole dang book in one night. Just go read like 10 pages a day. You will learn from 10 pages and you'll learn so much. Seriously. I think these chapters weren't even 10 pages. So I literally started reading them again yesterday and they were so good. Oh, good. Okay. Where's my thing? Okay. All right. So what are some simple daily disciplines in your Plexus business that you guys do, maybe that you want to do? What do you think? And there's no wrong answer here. I just put some in here. So what are some daily things what are your non-negotiables? Nobody? Let's see. Okay. Church
I'll
and
go.
family. Ashley said church and family. Go ahead.
Checking my back office.
Yep.
I always write down my points daily in my planner. Checking in on my new people.
Mhm.
I try to post daily of something, either normal life or or Plexus, but I try to post every day.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to be consistent in my stories. And daily, every morning when I'm getting ready, I've been watching a training video to pour in my cup in some form instead of just being in silence. It's pouring into my cup. So a podcast or a YouTube video.
Love it. It's simple, right? It doesn't take you all day. It takes you what, maybe 30 minutes out of your day to do all that?
Probably less than that, really.
Yeah, exactly. Church and family, Ashley said, doesn't take long. It's not a huge commitment. It's not life altering.
I started reaching out to like a new person every day, not about Plexus necessarily, just like somebody that I don't ever talk to. I'll like react to one of their posts or send them a message and like, or like comment on their picture or comment on their story or something. But it has to be somebody new every day. It can't be like somebody I talk to all the time.
That's very intentional. I love it. Perfect. Okay, so here's what I put. I'm sure there's a million more, but take our products, obviously. Like this is a big no-brainer. Make a story, make a post, and listen to a Zoom or a training. It doesn't have to be an hour-long one. Today, I felt like I played catch up, and it felt really good because I felt really out of touch over the last few days. Mostly it was my personal FOMO, but I'm always very strict, and it felt really good catching up today. So I had a lot to say, and yeah. And Ashley, she said, "Oh, sorry, I did life non-negotiables. It's okay. Posting stories, yes, and I have to do this every day. Absolutely." Um, and then also what I noted was that the compound effect, if you guys have read that, that can be another book we do. It's a really good book. I love that one after this, is it can't take place if the slight edge is not consistent. So the slight edge we're talking about is the daily things that you're doing, like the small little steps that do not take a ton of effort to do consistently. And it's just like if we were to tell you, like, if you go into the newbies on the rise in that group and you find there's a thing at the top, it's pinned and it's the Plexus plan. If you stuck to that, that perfect week, the Plexus plan, if you did that, that can be your slight edge right there for your business if you're just starting out. Okay. So what is the slight edge? Just like we said, it's a simple, productive actions repeated consistently over time. Voila, we're done with the book. Just kidding. It was really good. Okay, so you have complete control over the direction that the rest of your life takes. I love this because one thing I love about my husband, he has ingrained in my brain, and I mean, we've been together for like our entire lives, is that I have discovered that you always have a choice. I don't care how messed up the situation is. I don't care, no matter what the circumstances are, you always have a choice. Every single day, every single situation, you have a choice, then you can take control of her. If you're not happy in your life, make a change. You are not a tree. Move. If you're not happy, change it. If you don't like it, do something different. If it's not working, try something new. There's a beach bum and a millionaire inside each of us. What makes the difference and how things turn out? It's you. I loved that. Okay. Any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about from chapter 1? Okay. Chapter 2 was a little bit shorter, and it was basically about your actions are not wrong. It's that you don't keep doing them. Pretty much what we were saying in chapter 1, but you have to keep going. Okay, you're like, I figured it out. I'm figuring out that I have to do my IPAs, or I'm figuring out I have to, eat more protein. Yay, me. And 2 weeks go by and you're like, I figured it out. I'm not going to get going. And then the results just go, right? You're like, damn. So people everywhere are looking for the formula. They're looking for the secret, the path to improve their lives, but they're not applying the answer. It's living the life. That's the answer. It's the lifestyle change. It's not the temporary 30-day, 60-day, 90-day change. It's that they give up too quickly. And what he says, it's your philosophy. It creates your attitude, your actions, your results, which creates which creates your life. And it's true. Your daily habits determine your life. And I'm sure you guys know by now, we are in the season of life. Most of us have young kids, some of us have college age kids, and you guys see it. And I feel personally, for me, I have watched my parents make not good decisions that have resulted in their now current lifestyle that I do not want. So I feel like we could also learn from that and also see the actions they did or did not take at my age that we can change. We have a choice to say, that's not going to be me. I'm going to change the narrative here. I'm going to change that story and I'm going to create a whole new chapter and make it different. Right? I feel like they've been saying for years that millennials are the generational curse breakers, and I'm all about it. I've broken so many and I love it. Anything you guys need to add on that? Questions, concerns? The formula for success is quite simple. Double your rate of failure. So freaking true. So true. You're gonna fail your entire way to success, your entire way to happiness. You're gonna fail. Get over it. Keep getting up. No matter how good the information is, it won't do you any good unless you have the right catalyst that will let you apply it effectively. It's like taking in all the information and not putting it into action. It's like, oh, I'm going to overwhelm myself with all the information about nutrition, but then I'm not going to put it into my daily diet. Right? How fun is that? It's like we can listen to the training calls. They tell you to do this, they tell you to do that. And it's like you feel like you worked your business, but actually you took in all this information and now you're overwhelmed and you're not going to put it into action. It doesn't do a dang thing. So how can you apply this to your business? I'll just give you the answer. Here's what I said. Using the simple systems that we have in place, making sure you're plugged in and your team is plugged into the groups, having those conversations, just like Megan was saying, she's messaging people every day, being intentional. It is so, so crucial that you talk to people every day. I mean, we are a network marketing business. We network with people. If you're not a people person, I don't know what you're doing here. I mean, if you want to hang out, that's cool, but you should probably learn to like people. But the conversations, you want to talk to people, you want to have fun, and getting into your back office. That's where you're going to get the nitty gritty number work and where that's how you hit your goals. And I really love what he said. A positive philosophy turns into a positive attitude, which equals positive action, which equals positive results, which is positive lifestyle, which is a positive life. And the same applies. If you do it in a negative philosophy, it turns into a negative attitude, which is negative actions, is negative results, which is a negative lifestyle. We have a choice every single day. Every little thing that you do, you're either bettering yourself or you're not. Like you have to look at those things and say, is this improving my life or not? Okay. Anything on chapter 2? Is this fun? Am I having fun? Are you having fun? I'm having fun. I like this. Is this boring?
I just wish I read the book. You're making me. I wish I had it. I went on Kindle to find it. They don't have it, so I have to buy like the actual book.
Oh my gosh, it is
But
so. Please read it.
this
Seriously,
is fun.
I like it. I love this book. I'm such a nerd though, and I'm like okay. Chapter 3. I loved chapter 3. He used so many different little stories in his book as great examples of pretty much how, like how how your life can change very easily. So, simple productive actions versus simple errors and judgment, repeated consistently over time, creates the choice that is simple. Okay. So, he used that diagram. And so, there was a story. There was one story that was about two frogs. They jumped in a bucket of cream, and one pretty much gave up and died. He was like, I'm not going to make it. I can't get out. Blah, 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 blah. And then he just died. And then the other one was like, no, we can make it. And he was just trying to get out and trying to get out, and he kept going and kept going, and finally he turned that cream into butter, and the butter helped him jump out. So for those of you who did not read the book, I do have a question for you. For those of you who did, you'll understand. Would you rather take $1 million or a penny that compounded daily? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. Okay. Because there was a story of two boys who were given the same choice. Let's see. Jess said the penny. Ashley said it. I feel like the penny is the correct answer. So the story was there's two boys who were given the same choice by their father. He was dying. He said, I'm going to give you the choice to take a penny or $1 million. Pretty much one took the $1 million and he spent it, all of it and more, because he spent it. He didn't read the book that his dad gave him and said, I'm going to go hire all these people to figure out what is the best plan to do with all this money. By the end of it, he spent all of his money and actually owed like $250,000 because he just spent it trying to figure out all these things, like getting ready to use it and put it to work, but he couldn't. But the other person, the other son, read the book that his father gave him and learned from it, and he said, I'm going to take I'm going to take the penny, which compounded to well over millions. And because he read the book and thought about it and put a plan into place. So something to think about. Did anybody else love that story? I think I've read that story like several times. I loved it. Okay, so most people won't stick with the simple daily disciplines it takes to get where they want to go because they don't know how to look ahead far enough along the curve to see the results they are creating. Funny story. So my husband he went to the police academy when he turned 21 when he went into the academy. Kate says Penny, she doesn't need the millions. I love it. He went to the police academy when he turned 21 in the academy, and My husband, if y'all don't know, he should have been born in 19 like 02, probably 1815, but he's an old soul. And like I said, he turned 21 when he's in the academy. And there was somebody who came one day that talked about investments. And because when you become a state trooper, you have a pension, they talk to you, they bring all these people in, all these things. And he went and talked to somebody. He was literally the only one because in the academy, my husband drove my 97 Acura Integra to the academy every single week and parked it. And while all these other guys took all of their money that they were making every single week and they went and bought these at the time, 15 years ago, these $50,000 trucks, which are now like equivalent to $100,000 trucks, they would go and blow their money on all of that. While my husband, they made fun of him. He was like, it's just a car just sitting there. But he also was the only person who talked to the investors while nobody else did. So here my husband at 21 years old started investing and starting up writing our will and all these things. And now here we are 15 years later and we have friends who still do not have that, who come to my husband asking, "What did you do? When did you do those things?" So every single day you have a choice to start. And the longer you hold off, the more you're going to regret it. Promise you that. Okay. The slight edge is relentless and cuts both ways. Simple daily disciplines or simple errors in judgment repeated consistently over time make you or break you. So, how do we apply this to our Plexus business? We see this every day. You have a choice every single day to wake up and either make the post or not, right? What do you guys think? What are some things that you choose to do or not to do? So, what I said was when you choose to show up every single day, you build trust in your audience. I literally had somebody message me the other day and said she couldn't remember my last name on Facebook, but she felt like if she clapped her heels and said plexus, plexus, plexus 3 times, that I would appear like Beetlejuice. And I giggled. I was like, maybe I just popped up and I knew. So you build trust and people think of you when you decide to show up every single day through the hard, through the babies, through the marriage, through the divorce, through the death, through life. Show up. Show up. You build leaders. You build people who want to get better in life. You build people who want to continue to do this with you. You build influence. That's all this is just influence. And you build residual income. Residual income, if you didn't know, it's the money you make while you sleep. It's money that continues to grow when you don't have to show up. Continues to grow while you're sick, while your head is in the toilet getting sick, and you still have people who order. And your business moves when you take the day off, you go on a cruise, you take a vacation. It's freedom. Think of the TikTok influencers. Why do you follow them and why do you trust them? Why do you get on TikTok and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go find Bryn and Mario. Are they married yet? Are they pregnant yet? Like, why do you follow them? What are the things? Nothing? Okay. You guys don't have to answer. It's fine. All right. So the book was awesome. That was chapters 1 through 3, and it was really, really good. It was really awesome. I loved it. Next week, we'll go over chapters 4 and 5. Okay. So next week, 4 and 5. Read those chapters. All right. Let's talk about the simple systems because I feel like the slight edge is literally just talking about the daily consistent habits that you have to do in order to be successful. And we have completely simplified. Like now is the time where you can just focus and know, okay, the simple system is +1. I'm going to add my +1. If I've done that, okay, I'm going to go silver. And then I'm going to teach my team to do the same thing. Okay. And you're going to allow the resources to do the talking. And then you're going to duplicate by getting people plugged in on Monday and Thursday night calls. Y'all, I feel like we have literally just the secret sauce of the simple systems. And I'm thankful for it. Does anybody not understand +1, the calls, duplication, the Go app? Does anybody not understand that? And if you don't, please feel free to speak up so we can help you. No. Okay. Good. Means we're doing a good job. All right. So last thing, few things. I'm almost done, I swear. I listened to Emily Gibson's podcast and Bob Heilig's of some of his. Finally, the calls that I sent you guys today. Today was catch up for me. So my brain was just, I slept way too long and I'm like on a plexus high. But what I loved from Emily's thing was she basically just said, this business is so simple. You just have to become a master at the basics, which is what we're talking about in this business or in this book. Enroll, retain, grow. That is our system. You enroll people, you help them love their products, you retain them, and you grow. You grow together, you grow with them. And all that is if you guys don't know, ATM, add, tag, and message. Any single person I talk to, whether they're with Plexus or not, whether they join me or not, you're adding them to the Health and Happiness Lounge. You're tagging them in something that builds their belief and lets them know, like, somebody else has experienced this, and this is where you can learn about it. And you message them, hey, do you see that testimony I tagged you in? I think you'd really relate to it. Here's what they used. And that's it. Enroll them by building the belief, showing them that the products really do work, educate them, and connect them to other groups, our coffees, our calls, and retaining them. Again, add, tag, message, coach them through the products, connect them to the groups, connect them to the calls. And again, grow, add, tag, message, coach them the business, show them, connect them to the calls, connect them to the groups, connect them to the Zooms. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Does that all make sense? I feel like this is so simplified. And over the last 10 years, it has been so overcomplicated. And the relief that I personally have in my business for you guys, it's not even for myself, because I feel like I can be thrown 10,000 balls at once and I can be like, boom, 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 boom. But figuring it out for you guys, that's the best part, the like fresh of breath air. Okay, almost done. Your momentum is your belief, 100%. If you don't have energy, where's your belief? If your business is not moving, where's your belief? If you're not showing up every day, where's your belief? In the business, in the products, in the opportunity, in our team. The key to long-term success, which Bob said, is focus. Again, focus. If you guys are not showing up for calls, if you're not in the group chats, and you don't have to be in the group chats like every day, all day long, but popping in there at least twice a day, morning and night, instead of scrolling on TikTok, pop in, be present. I can tell you, as soon as you're not present, you're clocking out, and it shows in your business. And he talked about the right things the right way and consistently, which is if you're not consistently getting I loved this. He said, if you're not consistently getting weekly enrollments on one platform, you don't need to add another. It is so easy for us to be like, oh my gosh, I have to go here and do this, and I have to go over here and I have to do this and this and this and this and this. What if we focus on one thing? It's like looking at somebody who wants to work 10 businesses, even 2 or 3 businesses, but you can't master one. Focus on one thing at a time. Master it, and then add in another. That's called habit stacking. Get used to that. You are your dream customer. It's so true. I've recently realized, like, I really want a bunch of pilgrim mamas on my team. I love it. We're like the best community. We're the best hype people. We're going to cheer you on. We're going to make bread and butter and teach you about gut health. All right. Convention in Dallas. This is it. If you guys don't know, I'm going to keep bringing this up because I want everybody at convention. I want the biggest team in Dallas this year. Convention is in Dallas. It is for every single person. If you've added no people, if you've added 100 people, if you're brand new, or if you've been here for 10 years, it don't matter. It's for you. You're responsible for your travel and stay. But right now we're earning points to earn prizes towards money, all the things towards that contest. And leaders are born at events. I will always prioritize convention. I've never missed one. You will always see my face at one. And I know for a fact that when you start making it a priority, you will grow. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. And I will always say it's not a family vacation. It's very busy. There's little downtime. And this isn't time for you to be intentional with your business and prioritize your future. Okay, guys, I'm all done. Is there anything else that you guys want to share, talk about, anything at all? I'm sorry that was so long. I'm really sorry. I'm winded. Was it good? Do we like book club?
It was full of love. I loved all the information. I think you did great. Don't please stop saying sorry. It was great.
Okay, good.
So much good info. If
I
anyone wants you to be
also
sorry, go. You need to work your business more.
I also wanted to add to if you haven't watched that Zoom with the Bob Helix Zoom or whatever, I gotta turn this shit off. Sorry, hold on. Go watch it because it is so good. Um, it is so good. It helped me like so much. I don't know, like I feel like I kind of like hit a rut when like posting. I never know what like I didn't know what to post or how to post it. It was just so good. He told you and he gave you examples of ways to word things when you're posting them. What's the word, Jess? What's the word?
Transformational.
Transformational. And so I've been putting a lot of thought into like how I'm wording what I'm posting. And I have gotten a lot more like interactions. It's mainly like a lot of Texas people, but it doesn't matter because it's still pushing my stuff out. He also said one of the biggest things for your algorithm is messaging. He said you can shoot a person a message anytime you want. So like just start messaging people and don't be like weird about it. Like I'll message somebody that like just had a baby and I'm like, hey, how's motherhood treating you? Or like my gym down here, they all next week they're letting you bring a friend and they can go all week long. So like the people that I've met on Facebook here. I've been messaging them and like, hey, do you want to go with me? And like just trying to like just have conversations. I'm not even talking about Plexus. I'm not even bringing it up. I'm just like trying to have conversations because then I know that that's going to push my stuff to them. And if it like piques their interest, they'll reach out. But at least I know like they're going to see it kind of thing.
Absolutely. I will tell you guys, Bob Hylick, if you did not know who he is, go follow him on podcasts, go find him on YouTube, go follow him on Instagram because he does lives. He's getting back to that again. He is the person who 100% contributed a lot to how I went from senior ruby to emerald and sapphire in like 2 months span. Like I went emerald and then sapphire in a 2 month span, but I sat at senior ruby for 2 years. I will always listen to Bob Hylick. He is very genuine and authentic. He's very knowledgeable. He is not he's not transactional whatsoever. He's amazing. I did one of his groups. So if you ever are like looking for a coaching group for network marketing, highly recommend him. I did one of his groups. So good. I followed him for years. I've followed coaches here and there, but he is always the one I will always go back to. He's amazing. He's been around forever. He's been at convention once, and I loved listening to him in person. He said that his first biggest crowd he'd ever been at was like 10,000 people was the Plexus convention. And I was like, we popped his Plexus cherry.
He talked about on the Zoom too how he like loves working with Plexus people. They're his favorite. So like there's that. But I just like he gave such good information. Now I will be honest, it was a long ass Zoom, so I dozed off in the middle. So I'm kind of like rewatch it. But the information that I did get was so helpful. And I like that he didn't like beat around the bush because that's another sometimes people be talking and they're real subtle and beat around the bush of like, oh well this you need to post and like what the fuck do I post? And he gave you that information and he even told you like when people when they like it or comment what to say going into their messengers like when you message them, hey, thanks for liking my stuff, and like how to strike up that conversation. So I like that he really laid it all out there with like exactly what to do and say. So it was so good. I'll probably listen to it multiple times. I try to start listening it again today, but you know, life happens. So
Yeah. it's definitely one of those that you can save and listen to again. And I've learned a lot of my, I guess you could say, tactics or whatever from him. But, and what he always does is it's always the same thing. He is very consistent, and it's a system. And that's where you either move on or you fail in a lot of things that you do in life, budgeting, diet, workout, business, all the things. It's a system, being consistent, right? I'm glad that you found it helpful. I've listened to like halfway through. So anybody else, anything you need to share? Yes, he does take our products. Yep. Charlene, you just need to post. We've gone over this. Ma'am, do we need to go over it again? No, we don't. Yes, his kids do take Plexus products too.
Everybody is once you're done.
What's his name again? I want to write that down.
His name?
Smart.
Bob Heilig. Yep. Danielle or Ashley put it in there.
Ew. Thank
Heilig.
you.
Yes. Find him on Instagram, YouTube, podcasts, Love, Serve, Grow. His now, like he does different, he transitions through the different, he evolves with what, like during COVID, what things that we did during COVID are not what we're doing now because times are different. So he changes his, not tactics, I hate that word, but his methods and the way that he coaches, we have to change. We have to evolve. We have to grow. We have to do things differently as the economy and things changes. And that's what he does. And that's why I really love it, because he's like, our industry is going nowhere. It's growing. If anything, you just have to evolve and you have to change, just like everything else around us does. So
Yeah, that was one of the things that he said on Zoom, like our industry is always evolving, and you need to be a person that can evolve and change and see what you're doing wrong and how you need to change that, like the whole self-awareness thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed his. I did follow him on like YouTube and Instagram and everything.
good.
He did say if you join the beauty one that he's going to do, that 5J challenge, he goes, it's geared towards beauty. He's like, that's what he's putting in that. But if you sign up for it, you can still use it and utilize it for our industry. He did make that very clear when doing it.
I
So
did
of
get
course
that.
I already signed up for it before the Zoom the other night. So
Oh, good. Awesome.
What is his like training? Like what exactly does it? Is it just like a Zoom every day, or what? Like if I was to sign up for the one that he's about to do for like the beauty stuff, what is it all about? You know? Get what I'm trying to say?
They used to be Zooms, but Danielle probably knows what they're
Okay.
doing. Are you muted? You're muted.
yeah, I saw my child turn on her iPad. Session 1 is the Love-Led Beauty Business Blueprint. It will be a live event at 12 if you are recording. The goal is you're exhausted from constant hustle with little to show for it. In this session, you will discover a fresh, proven approach to growing your business in a way that feels aligned, fulfilling, and actually works. Session 2 is fastest way to grow, unlocking the hot leads already in your business. Of course, it's at noon on Eastern. Stop wasting time on uninterested prospects. Day 3, market with heart, not hype. A new way to create content and that puts people first and makes selling easier, especially if you feel like social media is exhausting. And day 4, from burnout to breakthrough, our core 4 system for creating love-led growth. Struggling with inconsistency or burnout, it will help you focus with actions and eliminate overwhelm.
Money, money, money.
They sent you a workbook.
Are they're like on Zooms and stuff, and then like if you
One.
can't catch the Zoom, you'll get the recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How much was it?
It's
Two.
free.
Oh,
Yeah, it's free.
I was gonna say he usually does throw free ones out there for us
Good
every
enough.
while. He usually does, I think, at
Really
least 1 or 2 a year, and they're well worth it.
Yeah, I did the one last year and I joined his
Fingernails with purple.
thing, but then I noticed that I wasn't able to attend his live thing. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna continue putting money in this when I'm not showing up for myself. So whenever he does something free, I always jump in because he's also changed, like last time how we had it in 24, he's also changed it again because he's seen that the market has changed again.
Yep. Yeah, he stopped his lives for a little bit, and then I saw him start doing them again. And I was like, oh, things are happening. So, all right, cool. Danielle, can you send us that link in the group chat if you don't mind when you can, for to sign up for that?
I'm attempting.
I'll be back in 24 hours.
Yeah, it went through.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Anything else that we need to talk about? No? Okay. All right, I'm gonna click stop record.